Welcome back, everybody, to Rimworld. Yesterday, we had some pretty impressive weapons tests, I think. We obviously tried out the artillery for the first time against raiders, and it was insanely accurate, so I plan on trying out some napalm this episode, so we can really maximize that. Along with that, we tested out Cleaningbolt's plasma weapon against some guys from Crypto Sleep Caskets, I think it was, down here. And that also turned out to be extremely lethal. So what I'm going to try and do is obviously get everybody equipped with those as soon as possible. And my other personal goal, I sort of brought this up briefly yesterday, get a load of artillery. Maybe not one for every person, but get a ridiculous amount of artillery and just mow down people as they turn up into our base. I think we can absolutely destroy raids before they even get close with these things, because they are just that good. Along with that, everything is ready to power on the nuclear reactor. All we've got to do is load the fuel out of the storage pool into it and turn it on and have it slightly efficient here. Oh, do we have to build a reactor console, don't we? That's the one thing we haven't put down yet. So let's get that done. We were once again lacking a lot of steel, but since then we've sort of got up to a stage now where we're okay for steel as long as I leave people unrestricted. It's obviously kind of risky. Where is the reactor console? Am I going nuts here? Okay, Rim Atomics, hang on. I feel like I've forgotten something here. Oh, reactor control computer. We have to build a power transformer first. Right, fair enough. Sorry. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've still got a couple of other steps left to go. So, high voltage transformer. That connects to the turbine, and that connects the turbine to the main grid so that we don't blow up our base. Again, more steel. Shouldn't be an issue when these guys go mining. Speaking of which, mining bot blew up. So, I think let's churn out a hellbot, turning him into a mining bot. Why do we want to do that? Well, the hellbots have that ridiculous amount of movement speed, like 150% movement speed. We can actually do it as well, because he didn't shout at me and say that you don't have enough skill. We need 15 advanced components, which we've got plenty of. 90 uranium, which we definitely don't, I believe. 1 AI persona core, and then, like, 4 gold, which is weird. We don't have any uranium. Oh, that's tragic. Okay, I'm going to have to try and track some down then by panning around the map. I vaguely remember doing this a while ago when we were trying to set things up. Maybe uranium is just one of those things we've always lacked. We haven't, like, accidentally mined some out in the mountains, have we? Yeah, I can't really find any uranium on the map. This could be a problem, because you don't normally think to stockpile it. Oh, what have we got? Oh, there we go. Right, just so I was about to call off the search. We've got a little bit. It's not going to be a huge amount. It's certainly in a very risky location. We have to obviously be running back and forth to get that stuff. What else? Oh, is that another one? Oh, it's marble. Uranium there as well. Very nice. The meteorites might have just saved us here. It's not something I would ever normally stockpile in the base game because, of course, there's not really much use outside some kind of dense walls. But in this, it's key to Rim Atomics because, you know, you're kind of using atomic power and all that. Okay, that does suck a lot that we've got no other. From what I've seen, I'm just panning around like all the mountains looking for anything that could potentially be uranium. But no, I think we are stuck. So, along with steel from every trader, we need to be looking for uranium as well. Kind of wish we weren't getting so many. Oh, we've got a lot of slag we could be melting. Why don't we get that hauled urgently? We could fill it in. We could just put it in this place, couldn't we? Honestly, we're not filling this place up with much else, so fuck it. Let's just fill this area with slag. Get them melted down. I imagine we've got a fair amount of stuff that we could... we've got a lot of slag just lying around. Okay, let's get this stuff hauled, and then let's try and turn it into something a bit more useful. Each one is 20 steel, right? I mean, the maths on that means that that's a lot of steel. What's 80 times 20? 1,600? That's a lot of steel. Holy shit, I've been sleeping on this for so long, and I feel like a fool. Okay, another cremation bot definitely wouldn't hurt in that case. We're immediately throwing it away on, what is that, shells? To be fair, those shells were impressive yesterday, so I'm more than happy to allow that forward. Orbital Archaeological. So this is an artifact trader. I don't know if artifact... does uranium count as an artifact? It does to us. Let's go and see what they've got. No steel. Again, very disappointing. It's just the crap like shot lance, soothe pulse. We are never going to need that stuff. They've turned up with some gold, though, so we can sell them some industrial tech. Besides that, do they have anything we want? That's the important thing. No, it's just furniture and garbage. Great, okay. Well, we'll make a little bit more silver out than that. I know they can't cover the cost, but we always seem to have more blueprints that we can ever sell. Oh, there we go. So our napalm refinery is about to be finished. That's very cool. I'm going to queue up a shitload of napalm, I warn you. This is going to be some sincere war crimes today. 0 hours. We're not going to get it built before this raid, which is a bit of a shame. What are we looking at? Oh, wow. Panthers! We haven't seen the Panthers in so long. They finally turned up again. That's a lot of fucking Panthers. That's over 80 Panthers. Look, we've got Panthers not selected there. Oh my god. Those are the real raid. They just rocket launched some Panthers. It's beautiful. It's nature. This is what Darwin was talking about. Holy shit. Wow. Okay, thank you, Panthers. Very cool. We are now up against 65 heavily scratched robots. Okay. In that case... Oh, I need to restrict our people. I can't believe I forgot to do that. It's a good job that was a Panther raid. Otherwise, I mean, it's like I said, as long as we keep our guys drafted, we never really have to worry about... Oh my god, I forgot again to set defensive positions. That's 5 raids in a row. Sometimes I feel like I need to see a medical professional, because this is just... Okay, alright, okay. Set defensive positions. Okay, everybody repeat after me. Set defensive positions. Never forget defensive positions. If I forget, that's it. I'm quitting the campaign, because there's clearly something mentally wrong with me. Okay, bring all these guys into position. Okay, ready? Set defensive positions. Boom. He's done it. He's ascended. Okay. Also, you are in a very bad position. Let's move you forward a little bit. Okay. Right. Once again, set defensive positions. Thank you. Should we get 0 on the artillery? It's not really worth it against our own kill boxes. I feel like the traps are just going to make it so this raid will end soon anyway. 52 of them. We've got all the traps. Oh, there's obviously more coming in there. All of our traps are set, and they're already heavily damaged. One bear trap could be the difference between life and death. Oh my god, that's another thing we need to test that I completely forgot about. Can we build bear traps out of this new composite material? Oh my god, we've got free and very powerful bear traps. To say the damage they do. Trap melee damage 35. What are these ones doing? They are doing 35 as well. Okay, never mind. Well, I mean, we could take all them apart and get the steel back, I guess. That's something to consider. Something else to consider is that we are 3 turrets down right now. We could dismantle this crap because we are... I never, ever intend on operating on anyone ever again. It was only for the brains we were doing that in the first place, and we're... I forgot to turn the rocket launcher off. Well, it's not such a bad thing, but maybe hold fire a little bit there, Chief. Okay. I don't think he killed anybody, but made us more work by destroying a wall. So that's great. Thank you very much. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit then. Let's go for speed 2. Oh, it's the Pathfinder that's holding us down. Right, I see. All right, we should be good because they're heavily staggered. Because they're all injured to different degrees, they are massively staggered, which means that our turrets can be a lot more effective now, along with our people obviously being a bit more effective in the meantime. Where is that Cannibal? I want to see you. I want to see you at work here. Let's see what you've got. Let's see what this melter does against androids then. You imagine it'd be kind of effective against, oh, wow. This is a massacre. Are we actually going to get a chance to see this happening? They are fleeing. We're not going to see the... Don't. Oh, come on. I wanted to see a field test of the damn plasma gun, but they would... All right, never mind. Okay, so let's unrestrict these guys and put out the fires, haul the bodies, whatever else. I'm sure even if these survivors do stay within shooting range, we can probably take them out. Weirdly enough, this might be an incredibly important trade ship because we haven't had any cloth recently to build these decoys out of. Now, when we turn on the reactor and somehow find a way to magic up some steel out of thin air, I do want to build a small hydroponics basin just for the purposes of cleaning out or churning out cloth, just so that we can get those decoys built and not have to worry about rocket launches ever again. Let's get 0 up on the... Let's get him on the comms console, see and kind of pray and hope they don't sell cloth. Oh my god, what are you talking about? You're a textiles company. For God's sake, okay. Right, so we can't buy any cloths, which means that, again, we can't have decoys, which, it's weird that out of everything, a few cotton plants is the difference between us and total annihilation here. Those cotton plants would have saved poor mining bot's life, yet here we are. Okay, in that case, oh, that's a big fucking oof. We'll sell them 1 silver's worth of stuff. Great. Okay, I honestly think I kind of want to take this tiny little area then and at least plant some cloth in there. It's not going to be much. I don't think it won't... The thing is, it needs to be a significant amount of land because the... Why don't we just put it out here? Yeah, why don't we shrink this down and just put it right outside the gates? It needs to be significant because every raid they're going to be destroyed, which means that every raid we need 40 cloth times how many decoys we've got, like 4 of the damn things, 5 of the damn things. That means we're going to have to grow a lot of cloth to make this significant. Why don't we grow it and just have them stockpile it on the floor nearby? Or like stick it in this room, for example. That way there's not so much travel time, it's not going to be such a massive investment, but it will still defend us against rockets. It's worth it to kind of avoid a lot of this heavy firepower that's coming in. And again, it would have saved mining bot's life if we'd have had those going. Well, that'll bring in a hell of a lot of crap. That seems to be quite a lot of things to break down weapon-wise. And then, of course, we've got all this... Okay, this is, I think, is probably temporarily the steel problem dealt with. Okay, so the high-voltage transformer is built, and that's going to hook this up directly to the grid then. I think we're good to turn the reactor on, aren't we? So with the reactor being turned on, it means that we can start refining our napalm. We can turn our shield generators back on. We can do a lot. This is really going to open things up to us. Build a reactor control computer. Right, final step then, and then we can actually churn out a shitload of power. So we are looking for the reactor console. There we go. Let's just put it, I mean, there, I guess. It's not the best place for it, obviously, if we're going to nuclear meltdown or whatever. This room is going to be a coffin. Although they're androids, so I'm pretty sure radiation wouldn't affect them. Saying that EMPs probably shouldn't. That obviously didn't work yesterday, so, you know, let's, was that steel? I wish I'd have checked in hindsight. Not that it really matters. Okay, and what are the steel costs to that? 175. Oh, shit, okay. Give it a minute. Ooh, the steel we're churning out from here, though. Look at this. This is insane. We're getting so much stuff from the slag and from breaking down the androids. They're dropping their weapons. We're getting AI persona cores through the roof. We got 5 just from that recent raid. Yeah, this is nuts. Okay, this works quite well. Thank you. So let's get Build-A-Bot forcing priority on this one, so that steel is not going to be used for anything else besides working on the reactor console. 21 hours before I've got to worry about restricting everybody. And oh god, not enough. Someone stole it. That's annoying. Oh, it's just technically not in the stockpile yet, I guess, so it doesn't count. So let's haul that stuff over first. We do have enough for it. It's just the game's being weird. There's a mod for that will actually fix it called I Clearly Have Enough, which I really should get, because that should just be incorporated into the base game. Checks the whole map. The only downside to that is, of course, you don't want it checking the whole map and then having your people running through, say, an insect hive or something like that to get to some naturally occurring steel or something that drop with drop pods, say, for example. Okay, this should work, though. 87 at 175, we got enough in the stockpile, and he's not interrupted or anything. There we go, okay. Now, we want to get a guy with decent intelligence to operate this. I think we get 0 to turn on the nuclear reactor. That seems pretty good. So, let's get you moving over here, if you don't mind. Manage reactor. Okay. So, these rods we can go actually kind of pretty gung-ho with. I don't think we have enough rods to do anything like that yet, do we? What have we got in storage? 9. And that's going to take up, I could do the maths off the top of my head, but I'm way too lazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That works perfectly. Okay, so let's unload these then. That's just the most efficient sort of heat management for what we've got going on right now, leaving gaps between that, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so 0, I'm going to get you loading this fuel in. If we're not quick enough here, the game likes to be a shit and immediately start loading it in. There we go. Oh, it'll actually do that automatically. Oh, there we go. That's what I like to see right there. Incredible. We are going to have the nuclear reactor on and ready to go. So let me just make sure everything's good. So the cooling is cabled in correctly. It absolutely is. The transformer is set up properly. I believe it is. Let's just double check. Yes, it is. That's into the grid as well, which is on this side. Yes, it is. I think we're good to go. I think we're ready. Let's do it. Let's turn it on. 0, if you would do the honors. Turn that shit on. I feel like I've forgotten something, but hey, we'll wait and see. Okay, so now we need to very slowly ramp this up. In fact, I'm sure we can probably manage 100% straight off the bat. Oh, look at that. 15.75 kilowatts. Absolutely fine temperature. That's incredible. Now, the reason we're doing all of this stuff is so we can have access to, like, depleted uranium, that type of thing. Give us access to that endgame stuff so we can build our rockets and obviously nuke the planet so that the androids are superior. We're going Matrix style, you know, blot out the sun so that human life can't survive while robots can. The issue is we need way more uranium for that. So, ideally, even if we're not using the power, we want to keep this reactor cranked up to 100% all the time. Mainly because it will deplete the uranium faster, and obviously the more heat, you know, the speed of the cores, as I understand it, the speed of the decay is determined by, if we go back to the console here, there you go, so the more red they are, the faster they'll decay. This says 40 years. Don't know about you guys, I don't want to wait 40 in-game Rimworld years to deplete some uranium. There's got to be a faster way to do this. Bigger reactor maybe, and just ram it filled with rods. Might need a few more cooling towers, but it would work. Combat supply. This seems wasteful, but we buy their guns, we smelt them for steel. Again, it's horribly wasteful. Oh, they've got incendiary shells. You know what? I'm not bothered by incendiary shells too much. Yayo, you can have that one. Wake up, because obviously it doesn't really work on us. This stuff's all garbage. Okay, here we go. Should we buy their guns and break it down? It's such a waste. It's such a massive waste, but it's not even that much steel. It's like, what, 20 steel per thing? That's way too much money for steel. We would be spending a fortune on that. The marine armor, though, I will buy that one. Only because we've still got, even now, everybody doesn't have their own set of marine armor. We've got a mining bot not wearing it. We've got some in storage, but it's all tattered, isn't it? That one's 99%. Fuck's sake. Mining bot, get that equipped. Crafting bot also doesn't have any. Get this shit equipped. What are we looking at? That one's tainted, so we don't want that one. There you go. Get that one equipped as well. Unit also missing that. Come and get this equipped. Is that everybody with marine armor now? Everybody who can wear it. Oh, cremation bot doesn't have any. So what about this one? That one's reserved by mining bot 3. That one is tainted. That one's also tainted. Shit, okay, we'll keep the flat jacket on, but that's almost everybody ready to go then. You're gonna have to back me up a little bit on this. The music reminds me so much of Turok, for those of you who've played it. I'm not going crazy, am I? I just want someone to confirm in the comments, thanks. Okay, right, defensive position. I've said that the Rimworld music sounds like so much different stuff, but that one I'm almost certain by. Oh, it's mechanoids. Oh god, it's a lot of mechanoids. 4 mammoths is pretty lethal, and how many centipedes? 13 centipedes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 5 Inferno cannons. So that's actually not a bad raid. I feel like we've had harder than that not so long. I feel like the other... Oh, right, there's Scythers and shit, too. 3 Assaulters, 2 Scythers. Oh, okay, that's a lot more varied than that other raid where we had just, like, centipedes and mammoths. Shit, they're going to go through and set off all the traps. I suppose it's better that than the mammoths going through first and breaking them all and not taking any damage. which is about to happen anyway. Right, is the EMP turned on? Playbot 2, now is not the fucking time. So the EMP is on. 40 uranium rods are loaded. Rocket launcher. I'm going to keep that holding fire until they're a bit closer. Let's get everybody's equipped with their guns. Okay, we're fine then. This is gonna be interesting, I think. This is gonna be a really good test of where we are right now in terms of damage. Bear in mind, these things absolutely soak up damage. The EMP plus the rocket launcher plus our own plasma there, that combination I feel like is gonna be incredibly damaging to these mechanoids. But I guess we'll wait and see in a second. Here we go. They're stunned. Okay, Cannibal, this is where you shine in theory. Good luck. Oh, look at the fire we're putting down. There goes the EMP. Go. I'm not sure if that was a lot of damage or not. It's very difficult to tell with all of this other firepower coming in. I'm not even going to turn the rocket turret on. I don't think we need it. Oh, man, we actually ripped them apart this time. It was something like... I feel like it was only 4 mammoths we fought last time that we really struggled with and ended up losing a couple of people. I don't remember. Centipede's next. This is going to be maybe even harder than that then. Bearing in mind that they can obviously fire back unlike the other guys, but the stun is just so effective. The stun is so goddamn good, isn't it? The MP cannon's a little bit overpowered, I will admit. Granted, it's only useful against mechanoids, but my god, it's so strong. There we go. Let's see that gun in action. Oh no, it does a ridiculous amount of damage. Do you see some of those numbers that was throwing up? Holy shit, it's nuts. That's way too strong. And we've actually ended up destroying a lot of those mammoth corpses, which is a bit of a shame, because we could have got some good components from that. Wow. Everybody with plasma guns, I think we would be genuinely unstoppable. So we have a grid excess now of 21,000 watts. Not only can we put both of, all three, I should say, of our shield generators on, which is something like 12,000 watts, we've got enough to spare for napalm refinery, which means we're going to start churning out a shitload of napalm. How much, I mean, what do we need for napalm shells, which I assume we can produce, right? Make napalm. I mean, that's fine. I want to make napalm shells if possible. Actually, I don't know what we can do with it. Can we weaponize it? Oh, we can make napalm shells. 15 steel, 15 napalm. Okay, in that case, why don't we churn out 300 so that we've got enough for... Oh, is that enough, though? I guess it's not too bad. 10 shells. Yeah, that'll be 20 shells. I think that's what we've got with everything else, isn't it? Now that I think about it. Oh, EMP shells are only going 10. Well, it's napalm. You've got to have a bit of fun, haven't you? Right, okay, so let's go for, what did I say, 300 or something like that? 300 napalm. That should be fairly significant. Oh, I hate that. Why start at 1? Never do that. Okay, do until X. X being... You fucker. X being 300. There we go. Okay, so let's get Oilbot working on that straight away. Now, we need to obviously also plumb this into the grid, because right now it's not connected to the oil line. So let's go back to Rimmerfella and quickly get that set up as much as possible. There we go. So let's run that across there. That'll do. And then Oilbot, the second we are ready for, the second that's done, I'm going to churn out so many napalm shells. Probably also queue those up. Oh, there we go. Barrels of the finest war crimes ready to go. My god, that churns that out very, very fast. That might be kind of overkill going for as much as we are then. Why are these not charging? Oh, because of the... I was going to say... Wow, look at how quickly though they are recharging. That's more important. Holy shit, wow. So those fuses just didn't work then, huh? I thought those were supposed to... In this case, have I made a horrible mistake here? Maybe these aren't cumulative. Maybe it's only... Maybe we can mitigate something like 1,800 watts 12 times individual occasions, rather than... Surely not. That would be ridiculous. Really? There's no stronger one that I missed, like a much more powerful... Nothing, is there? That sucks so much. So I guess it makes no damn difference whether we have 1,000 of these or not. It still won't be enough to stop that, I don't think. Okay, never mind. Why don't we say that the napalm has a storage zone down here, then? That could be extremely dangerous, but... Why not? You know, I'm nothing if not nothing if not dangerous in Rimworld. Yeah, I feel like we might have hit the stage of the game now where it's just throwing whatever it can at us. So we've got once again more mechanoids. And to be fair, mechanoids are probably the most dangerous of all the raids. I say that, I can't even see them. Where are they? Oh, 23 this time. So we're looking at 16 centipedes and 3 mammoths. So they've sort of upgraded the number of centipedes there and 3 flamebots rather than... Oh, there is a 1 assaulter there too. Do we even get the killbots rebuilt? Oh, we actually did in time. Very nice. So I've also put down a couple... I've started to rebuild things out of composite now rather than steel. Obviously steel being incredibly useful. Composite being, I mean, effectively infinite. So... I'm being a bit more careful about what resources we're using. To be honest, dismantling the whole thing. Can we build, like, composite barbed wire? Because that would save us a lot of resources. We actually can. That would save us a shitload of resources, because these things are quite expensive. 10 apiece, and we're replacing like 20 per raid. That's a lot of steel. It does add up very, very quickly, especially when we've got this many bloody raids. Okay, everyone into position then. So, the shield generators, as you can see, are fully online. We've got a very nice coverage there. In theory, none of them overlap to the extent that we are going to be affected by... So this guy's not going to accidentally shoot through into this one and damage that because the enemies are never going to cross that threshold. I don't think our shields are going to be compromised by us. I've covered all of them in as many fire pops as I thought we could spare. This one's got 2 just because we couldn't fit any. We got 3 around that one, 3 around the other one. So we should be good in terms of them not blowing up of their own accord this time. And the mammoths tanked every single trap in the lineup. Okay. Oh, the barbed wire doesn't have a 100% chance to break. That's interesting. All right, then let's see what we've got. So, again, the MP is just going to make this absolutely trivial. Look at that. It's the MP plus that gun is nuts. It's absolutely nuts. This plasma rifle is insane. Can we swatch it? Let's see what blaster mode does then. We know that melter mode is exactly what it says it is. It melts absolutely everything that's pointed at. Let's see what the blaster mode is like. Maybe that's a bit more conservative, a little less nuts. Maybe we can actually dismantle some of these mammoths rather than have them just melted into slush. Couldn't really get a good count on the amount of charge blasters coming in this time around. Seems to be significant, though. And the shield is down. I guess it just got overloaded this time. Okay, here we go. What are we looking at in terms of the blaster, then? Okay, it seems like it's not AoE. It's very difficult to tell. I mean, fuck knows what's going on there. Your guess is... Spell on speed 1 just to elucidate that point. Your guess is as good as mine. I have no clue what's going on there. Oh, shit. Someone's been hit. Was that Mining Bot 3 got hit there by one of those guys? Nice. Another very sensible, very easy, very straightforward raid. I feel like we do need to crank up the points again. And I'm absolutely going to do it. Like I said, we need to keep this tension going. This is the whole point of playing on wave-based survival. I'm going to crank it a bit more. 10 points per raid. Like I said, at one point every time I feel like it's necessary to increase the difficulty is still more than fair. So we're going to be outpacing our previous raids at some stage. We're going to have an extra whole raid's worth of points before long. Okay, I want to switch everyone back over to their tools. We've actually got a lot of repairing to do, as with every mechanoid raid, because it leaves a hell of a fucking mess in the base, the poor thing. What have you got? Probot 2's missing his gun. God knows why? Seeing as he hasn't been disarmed as far as I know. So then, the question is, do we want to focus on getting the combat guns built, which is what they're doing right now, building more advanced components, whatnot, or would we rather focus on combat weaponry? Would we rather focus on the components, would we rather focus on the guns, or would we rather focus on the hell units? What the fuck was that? Just generic explosions? So the shit... Oh, my God, that's another thing that's very annoying. That's also probably another reason why you wouldn't want to use these in this scenario. They will enable whenever there is a drop pod. If the drop pods hit the trade beacon, they will... Yeah, if the drop pods hit the trade beacon, they'll weaken the shield, and if they weaken the shield enough, it'll overheat, and that sets off all the poppers. Oh, Christ, okay. It seems to me like it might be sensible to have these shield generators on a completely separate grid controlled by a switch. That is a horrible idea. I mean, this one is only there to deflect drop pods. However, almost all the drop pods are going to be friendly drop pods. So we might as well remove that one entirely, because it's just going to keep overheating. The other two, if we could somehow put them on their own unique circuits, so it's doable by switch, and put switches like here, that way we could turn them on during raids. I'm going to have to redo this whole grid, though, because there's so many redundancies in it. It's going to be so difficult to, like, path around it. Holy shit, we could fill every other gap with composite. Well, we wouldn't want to do that, and the obvious reason is if we spend that much time... if we spend that much time working on composite, then rebuilding, obviously, it's going to affect rebuilding anything else. What do you mean not enough stored? No way have we blown through that quickly. You're fucking joking. Not a chance in hell. Seriously? That's the amount that we've made? We need more autoclaves in that case. That's unreal. It's 150 steel each, and we have no steel again. Oh my God, what is going on with this? I haven't accidentally restricted them again. No, we need more mining bots. The loss of that other mining bot has actually affected us massively. Okay, stop everything. Cancel all these fucking many... Stop building 50,000 fucking guns. Good God. Okay. So advanced components bolt, those are obviously relevant. Suspend that one for the time being. Suspend... Yeah, that's suspended. Crafting bot, get to making some hell units. I'm going to keep a very close eye on him and make sure that that's his next drop. What are you doing? Advanced components. I mean, that's reasonable. I'd rather you make these, though. We're out of our advanced components because these fucking... Oh, my God. These damn shield generators are costing too much. Okay. Carry on, then. Sorry, don't let me interrupt you, then. So churn out those. Then we need to immediately start working on hell units. Hell units into mining bot because of the movement speed bonuses they get along with everything else. That could be very effective. Oh, yikes. Solar flare has triggered a reactor scram. So that is an emergency stop, basically, for the reactor. So our power grid is going to be strained then. Or not, because obviously we've got nothing using the power. Actually, these batteries are constantly filled, aren't they? And then the self-charging 5 watts thing as well. Really nothing to worry about there. Okay. The only thing that I am concerned about, I don't know if anybody knows what the well pressure is relevant for. Whether or not I don't think the oil well could explode or anything like that. Maybe the pressure decreases as the cap empties, so that it takes longer to pump what's left in the oil cap because there's less there to pump. That would make a lot of sense. Because you pump from the bottom of it, so that the weight from the actual pressure caused by the weight of the rest of the oil on top of the oil would make it drill faster, or pump faster. That's what I assume. I have absolutely no fucking clue. I'm going to have to Google that. I don't want the pressure to build up and then I end up, blowing up the whole base through some hilarious oil-based incident. Oh, damn it. God, shit. 56 work left on that plasma gun as well. That's very, very frustrating. Okay, what's this raid then? Let me guess, there's more bloody mechanoids. Oh, it's not for once. There we are. Okay. Robots, still not too effective because obviously they don't feel pain, and burn damage does a lot of pain, and that's why it's effective. However, I'm going to try out this goddamn napalm. So let's forbid all of those ones. Let's forbid all of those ones. How many? No, we've got 20 napalm shells. We got the full. We got the full regiment. That doesn't really work. Right, everyone into defensive positions then very quickly, except for Zero. You know what? I just might make his artillery his new defensive position. Oh shit, that's not good. Why are we slow? We are slow because I was kind of concerned that our people were caught out a little bit there. We should be able to get back to base before they get to us, right? Surely. Run! Run, Mining Bot 3, as fast as your legs will carry you. Please don't die. Okay, we're through. No problems. What was that napalm like then? Because it's as good as mine. What the fuck did that hit? What did that hit? Excuse me? Okay, let's try it again. Let's actually watch this time. It's my bad, so I was focusing on making sure other guys were free and not going to get chased down. Oh, that's bad. Please stop. They didn't. Fuck. Okay. Okay, so it just lights them on fire immediately? Okay. Well, that's annoying, because now they've broken down that... That's it is my bad, sorry. It's completely my bad there. Mining Bot was too far out in the field. It means he couldn't get away in time, and then they saw him go through the door and decided to smash it down. Okay, that's a little frustrating, but again, we're kind of a bit desperate for steel, so I'm more than happy to cut some corners a little bit here to get some steel a bit quicker. Right, you switch over to your chainsword for what it's worth. You go back off of blaster mode onto melter mode. Melter mode is apparently explosive, blaster mode being just... blasting. That should be a bit more obvious, huh? Right, what can we fire this then? There's a lot of them stacked up around here. That, to me, seems like optimum napalm fireage. What are we looking at? 3 seconds. You know what? Let's actually fire it up. Let's fire it at the ringleader a little bit more. Hope that we can hit them a bit sooner. 2.4. Okay, there we go. Oh, watch this. Here we go. Oh, they're going in within minimum range. Bollocks. Damn it. Oh, they're not even robots. It's me saying, oh, it's a robot raid. It's really, really not. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. That's the one downside to that, I guess. I guess then we would want to say... Yeah, can't fire. Okay, so don't bother. How do I clear force target? Can you even? I have no clue. More importantly, how are our people doing? I'm not paying... Oh, God, repair bot. Where's your gun? Repair bot doesn't have a gun? Oh, for fuck's sake. What have we got in here? Anything? Nothing. Use that helmet and beat him to death. Okay, just stand there looking nice then, repair bot. We're going to be fine, let's be honest. The amount of firepower these turrets put down against enemies, that's not a concern. There we go. I don't know if I'm disappointed by that napalm or not. I'm struggling to see the difference between that and incendiary shells. It seems like incendiary shells that just have a slightly larger radius. That's all they are. I was kind of hoping for something a bit more explosive. I know what napalm is, though, so I wasn't expecting much more than just a bit of fire. We need, like... we need, like, Agent Orange shells, don't we? We want some proper war crimes going on here. That's just more fire. We've already seen fire before. A little disappointed, but imagine a whole array of that, though. Like 6 different artillery shells with that going on. That would be phenomenal. That would actually be insane. Holy shit, you built another one I didn't even realize. Was that just sat in the stockpile? I guess that explains where all the bloody components went, huh? Look at that, though. We've got... Okay, so he's got 15.81. This guy has 20.99. This guy has 20.99. We are now officially, besides RepairBot 3... it's literally just RepairBot 3 letting the team down. But these 11 people are using either one of the 2 highest DPS weapons in the game. I think we are absolutely... our defenses are pretty impeccable at this stage with the shield generators, the flame turrets. We've got rocket launchers for doing big rocket raids. We've got the MP raids make mechanoids laughable. The artillery with the napalm. This is a great little defensive base. Still got a little bit. Obviously, we still got a lot more to do before I'm having to call it here. But I still want that nuclear weapon. Speaking of which, let's move on. Liberator then. So we need to create plutonium, spent nuclear fuel from reactor. We're not going to be able to get spent bloody fuel for ages though. Uptime 0 seconds. It's not even turned on, for Christ's sake. Okay, right. So that's where the solar grid knocked out, and I forgot to turn it back on. That's frustrating, isn't it? Is that MOX? No, MOX means that it uses MOX fuel, right? Or is that to try and convert it? I actually have no idea. What does that mean, MOX? I need to Google that. Whether that's I mean, supposedly like making it more efficient for that fuel type, or whether it is trying to convert it into that, trying to deplete it. I have no clue. It makes absolutely no difference on the output, the input, or any of the settings. So, I guess that's for loading fuel rods, isn't it? There you go. So it's for loading various things. So you say, load MOX fuel rods in. Okay, never mind. Is there a way to run this reactor so that we can burn through rods quicker? I mean, I've ramped it right up. Can we put more turbines in? I never even thought about that. Can we put a second turbine down? Because we've got more than enough power to run it, surely. Because this one turbine is barely taxed at all. Hang on. Yeah, 15.75. Oh, to be fair, we haven't got enough power to run the one turbine that we've got, so more turbines aren't going to help. We just need more fuel rods, and again, we've got no uranium to do that. Bulk goods trader. Oh my god, at long last, thank you. Come on, you've got to have bulk goods steel. What sort of self-respecting bulk goods trader has no steel? Okay, here we go. They've got a shitload of fucking... I don't want your dogs. Okay, components we are running actually kind of low on, apparently. We've got 471. That was a lie. What I just told there was a lie. We don't need it. Advanced components, they've got one of. Probably worth buying. They've got cloth. God to be praised. That's what we need. And then steel. Oh my god, they've got 790 steel. You've got uranium. Nothing. Oh, that's disappointing. I will buy some more plasteel, though, seeing as we can make our own, but apparently it's quite slow, isn't it? Wow, okay. That's really going to change things a little bit for us there. Is there anything else we need here? No, I don't believe so. Is there anything we don't need? Well, we don't need any medicine. We don't need any yayo. We don't need any bloody go juice as well. That's fine, though. That's actually really good. Components, I can't believe how much a ridiculous amount of components. We obviously don't need chem fuel or any shit either. There we go, nice work. Sell these bloody Yorkshire Terriers. Get out of here. All you guys are doing is opening the gate for enemy factions to come through. In hindsight, would it not be a lot better? I mean, I know obviously power is still very important to the base right now, especially from the reactor. Would it not make more sense to remove these rods and reinstall them right next to one another? So this central rod will burn out way, way quicker than if we're leaving these air gaps. Let's get you to do that as soon as possible. Poison. Oh my god, a poison ship. It's been a long time since we've had one of those. I mean, with the artillery, it makes it, to be honest, somewhat laughable. Where did that land if they are beating the fire out? Oh, that's fairly close. Okay, it's raining, so, I mean, it's not really a problem. Okay, I'll let them beat out what's left. Fuck it. I mean, why not? Okay. So that's all of that unloaded. Then what we want to do is... That's so frustrating. Okay, we're going to manage, remove all of that shit, reallow this one, and then have 0 go and manage the reactors so they're all packed in as tight as possible. So you want to put all of these, just sort of ram them together like that. There we go. Perfect. And then 0, if you could fill the reactor for me, that would be ideal. Thank you very much, my friend. So that central rod will burn out incredibly fast now. Like, ridiculously quickly, in theory. At least I hope it will. Otherwise, this is all going to be kind of an exercise in futility. Okay, right. We've got that last rod to kick out. We might as well take out as many as possible. Even the tiniest little extra heat will help out, or whatever it is that actually causes it. There we go. And we have 5 uranium pellets, so that's it. That's the end of it. We've got 5 uranium as well. So that's all the fuel rods we can ever make. Unless we... Do I want to build a quarry? I mean, we probably could build a quarry. Like I said, I've nerfed them quite significantly for this pack, given it's supposed to be a hardcore survival style thing. Quarrying is supposed to be the least effective way to gain resource, and that's absolutely what it is. Putting it down, to be honest, kind of waste of time. We're probably not going to get time to do it anyway because of the amount of building, repairing going on. But to be honest, is it quicker than this shit? I don't know, because we've made a lot. I mean, it's 1,500 steel right there. Let's get that hauled, by the way. Okay. Let's not worry about the quarry quite yet, because apparently we've still got some resources coming in. Okay, so that should burn through that one so much quicker now then, huh? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. 62,000 kilowatts instead. My god. 1.8 years. That's a bit better. Yeah, that's a bit better rather than that. It's still ridiculous. It's still a crazy amount of time. Okay, let's see where we can put a quarry then. Just for the uranium, if nothing else. So production mini quarry. Oh, we're in a mountain. All of it's quarryable, you fool. Yeah, no, that's a fair point. We could dig a dedicated quarry room then, huh? Just put it like fucking right there. Boom, there you go. Problem solved. There's your quarry. This is going to be the most decadent quarry ever, so it seems a bit ridiculous, but I am putting down some silver tiles there below it because obviously they hate working in a quarry because it's a fucking quarry. So I'm putting down a long-wave radio as well as silver tiles to make it as just luxurious and decadent as possible, so that if when we get some mining bots, they are sitting in this quarry all day, it's not going to be too much of a big deal. Speaking of which, how close are we to another unit being... right now they're on weapon patrol, I think. Churn out some more advanced components, that's fair enough. One more hell unit, and how are we doing with that? What the hell is going on there? Got like 2 separate jobs for advanced components. I have no idea why. Oh, that one's in bulk. Yeah, okay. Only do it in bulk. I don't really care about making them individually. I think it saves a little bit of time. Bear in mind, you have to run back and forth to get the separate components. You just do it all in one go. The amount of work time is exactly the same, but you save time, like I said, running back and forth. Okay. Let's get this quarry set up then, because I'm very sick of having no bloody resources every goddamn episode. The poison ship gave us plenty of time to get just a ridiculous amount of work done there. Oh my god, there's 2 more plasma guns. I didn't even notice. Shit, okay, sorry. Right, who have we got nearby? You swap yourself out for a plasma gun. Have we got anyone else nearby to give them a plasma gun? Ah, shit. What I am worried about now, though, is that our people could be absolutely anywhere. Anywhere out there in the world. And we've just had a raid turn up. What are we looking at? Oh, look at the dual wielding we've got going on here. This is that side to be pissed off, wasn't it? Yeah, these were the people whose town we bombed into non-existence. I imagine they are pretty pissed off, which is why they've turned up with their full weaponry there. This is vengeance. They're going for vengeance. You shouldn't be vengeful. It's just not befitting. Okay, so who are we reassigning weapons to then? So Oilbot and someone else, right? Repairbot 5. So Repairbot 5, you can get all the way down there. Oilbot, you get all the way down there. Everyone else, defensive positions, like, actually really quickly, though, because they are on their way. Oh, shit, run as fast as you can, please, for the love of God. They'll be here any second. We also do need to deal with that poison ship at some stage. That's just a case of, obviously, firing at it with our artillery. Speaking of which, Zero, what's going on? Where's our artillery bot? Oh, is he on his way through the gate? Oh, I forgot to say that. Just typical me. Gets to save... defensive positions. Still need to go and see some medical help for that one. Alright, here we go. Oh, the decoys. They actually worked out so well. This time, I don't think our enemies will follow us through the gate. What the hell are you doing? Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Yeah, he's the guy that we actually need to draft up as well, then. This is so good. I want to see these plasma guns. We'll actually see this through today. I was tempted to leave it for tomorrow, but you know what? Now we get to see the fruits of our labor. See if it was all worthwhile. Why are they doing that? Why are they attacking the walls now? Oh, they're waiting for their... sapper to get through? No, they're just going butt wild on everything. Why are they doing that? Look, they're attacking stuff that's not even near our base. They're not using the killbots. They're just smashing it to bits. You can't do that. That's against the rules. What the hell are you doing? They're attacking immediately, aren't they? Just wait. Can they get through? Hang on. You fool! I fucked us. Oh my god! I bricked it in, and now we've got to rebuild the entire kill box. I'm so annoyed at myself. That's not paying attention right there. That's just not paying attention. Oh, shit. Well, they are going to smash their way through this kill box one way or another. There we go. They finally let themselves a way through. Even that's not going to help, because they've got to smash all the way up here before it'll work. So if they take this door out, then they can get through. Oh, they have just trashed the place. I mean, it's just free target practice 4-4-0, really, isn't it? Okay, let's stop firing that artillery there. Unload that shell. There we go. Carry on, though. My god, I'm so disappointed in myself. God damn it. They can get through now. They're just being ridiculous. There you go. You can get through. One guy gets... why is he standing still? Is it because of the... maybe it's because of the doors. I'm not sure. But again, we've discussed this previously. They're not supposed to be able to stand still on sandbags. Okay. We've got a load of our ridiculously crazy good... oh, God. Something's catching fire. What is that? What is that? What's on fire? What? What? The fire foam popper was on fire. Well, isn't that ironic? Okay, well, we'll get to see if our chemical weapons, whatever the hell they are going to pay off. Our plasma guns. I don't think they're going to get close enough again, are they? Come on, I just want to see if these thousands of silver we've dumped into this is worthwhile. Nothing. I think we got a single shot off there. Incredible. Well, that'll be a lot of steel again, so let's let them go and grab that stuff as soon as possible, if you don't mind. One day, we're going to get a raid. If I keep cranking up the difficulty every episode, we are going to get a raid where we can see these plasma guns in action. Thank you all for watching. Napalm and plasma guns, the nuclear reactor's online, the quarry is good. Hopefully, this quarry will help mitigate a lot of the time that we're spending. Honestly, we're losing a lot of time here. A lot of it is just wasted on getting resource in. Of course, normally I would edit that out in any other series, but this series, that's impossible because we get waves in between, which can literally be the difference between life and death. So it's making it kind of weird for me to edit around this. I'm not sure what you guys actually want to see and what you guys don't. It's difficult. I mean, at most I can take out, what, 2.9 days, which isn't a lot when you're really scrounging for steel like this. Thank you to the insane top tier level patrons, though, for making the series possible. A big thanks to Alchemia, Anthony Gawley, Asuna Kirito, Moses, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Bellex Strongbow, Ben Hoffland, Chesty, Croesus, Donald, Fakuna Vasquez, Gogolus, Harry McGowan, Iguana Squad, James Shea, Jonah Waters, Justin Wallace, Kanan Carter, Michael Mullen, Muskratful, Norstress, Necrophilin, Pelvis Presley, Rodin, Scott, Skaz, Slippy Nips, Somnus, Shay, The One Ring, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, Tyler McClan, Vacuous Backers, Varagon, and William Green for the support the insane tier lovers on Patreon. Thank you for making the channel possible in the first place. And a thank you as well to Uwu Daddy, Astro, Adam Person, Adrian Eliasson, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Anchor, Attila, Betimus Max, Better Valerian, Blood for the Blood God, Boing Gun, Chris, Corgi Circus, Dapper Go, Don Connie 217, Emerald Beam, Foosh, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Circuit, Gothamo, Grey, Haji Dumar, I Am Sagataire, Irotha, Icy the Great, Jackson P, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, Jason Sushu, Jose, Jibus Crossed, Euron DeVries, Jilp's Lucky Sister, Jilly Vondel, Josephia, Justin Plock, Justin Rules, Justin Waters, Lieutenant Dan, Lepus and Lepus, Luana Thomas, Luke Wallace, Manuel Bossich, Mustolp, Monty, Mosi Sampson, My Name Isn't Dio, Nathaniel Lemberg, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan Samu, Panther Pearl, Payton Dedisar, Russian Oligarch, Billionaire, Brian Hooper, Sam Kears, Scaps, Shardul, Smirtworm, Socrates, Super 089, Sweet Sea, Tony Laban, Voodoo Mumbo, Void Prince Kibo, Will Wade, Wilson Atef, Wolfie, Yellow 4, Yorker, Zach, and Zetlock 2. Thank you all for your support over at Patreon. See you guys all tomorrow.